What's up, guys? It's ProfessorBroman. We're back here. We're in Destiny 2. You'll notice that the footage looks much more clean now, and I'm playing as a warlock. And I know you're thinking, Broman, that's ridiculous. Why would you ever do that? And it's because Bife literally could not handle the fact that I didn't have B-roll, and he was so unbelievably kind that he gave me some of his. So thank you for the video, Bife. You're the best. Thank you for taking care of a dumbass streamer like myself. But let's get into it, guys. Recently, we have been informed as a community via some pictures that have been leaking that there's an energy drink, Rockstar energy drink, that will be partnering with, I guess, Activision for Destiny 2 to release codes for the game. Now, you might be familiar with this sort of a push that has been happening, in the gaming industry for a long time. They do it with Call of Duty, they do it with a lot of other things, but now they're doing it with Destiny, and I did this previously with Red Bull and Optic Flame Sword and all those guys working together to give you the light boost that gave you additional experience. The difference this time is apparently these brand new cans are going to include in-game loot. Now, that's a very muddy term, so I'll just break down my personal opinions that I've had for a long time on things like this, and we'll just chat. We'll just have a nice chat. So, one, I've always been a big proponent of companies doing whatever they can to increase the reach of their game. More people playing a game means it's more fun, and if somebody buys a can of whatever because they think it's gonna, make them have a better time, then I'm all cool with it. But the issue is, and this is the issue that gets brought up a lot, is that when you do things like this, occasionally you can lead to sort of an assistance in power creep. So what power creep is the process where, your character, you're going to get a little bit too strong too quick, and then you're going to have this assistance in the game to sort of back you up. Now, power creep is something that happens usually over a very long term situation, like across every other DLC, but when you consistently set it up so that people can reach maximum level extremely easily, you sort of assist this concept. And the issue that I had previously was, unlike other games where you can get double XP to sort of prestige faster, the issue that happens with Destiny is, unlike getting prestige quicker, you're actually getting stronger in the game. So you're going from a situation where you might not have leveled as quickly to leveling towards the end of the game or gearing yourself out more quickly. Now, with the current progression system inside of Destiny, if this is adopted into Destiny 2, it's not really going to matter that much. Hitting maximum level via experience doesn't take too long. It sort of shortens the path to endgame. And like I've said many times before, if endgame, as I clean my glasses, wow, this is a serious video, bro, man. I'm glad you did something to break it up. Me too. If you are going to focus on endgame as Bungie or Activision, then assisting people to get there as fast as possible doesn't really matter. Which is why I didn't really have too much of a problem with the promotion before. The promotion currently says that you are included to get some in-game loot. That may or may not be an issue. We saw the introduction of in-game loot or microtransaction loot with Eververse. The loot shows up at like level 3. And yeah, like there was you could get really complicated situations where you could be paying money to farm for perfect stat rolls on that gear, but in Destiny 2, that's not really a thing. So until we see more about how the systems work, I would just caution everybody not to overreact. Companies do all sorts of things to try and promote their product. Companies partnering with other companies is fantastic. There are some companies that I'm partnered with that I think make fantastic energy drinks that you should all try instead of, Rockstar or that other stuff. But at the end of the day, these partnerships need to be symbiotic, which means they need to work together in a positive way for both parties. The deals that I take as a content creator are always going to be things that I like and enjoy, use myself, and represent. Deals, and I would hope that larger companies also make the same kind of deals. And I think that is the concern point that a lot of people bring up, right? Well, how do we know that they're actually acting in my best interest as a player, blah, blah, blah. So there's a few ways to look at it. One, you could look at it really pessimistically and you could say, oh, this company and that company. Oh no, my video ran up. Oh, I'm so professional, my dudes. We're just gonna put this on loop. Yeah, there you go. More hilarity from ProfessorBroman. You could look at it really pessimistically and say, like, listen, every single company out there is money grubbing. They don't give a shit about anything other than making money. And that's cool. That's a perspective that you're allowed to have. I try not to make that my first reaction to anything. So that's a stance that you can take, and it's totally acceptable, and that's deeply rooted in how you view companies functioning. 2, you could say, all right, they're trying this out. They did it before, so they might be moving in a direction where they think that these sort of partnerships might improve the overall player experience. I personally tend to fall into that category where everything is an experiment. It's all a business experiment, you know, like they worked with one company before, now they're working with a different company. So maybe they wanted to retool things. They wanted to take a different market focus, whatever. There's a lot of things that weigh into this. And the addition of in-game loot is interesting because there's a possibility that the companies they're working with are actually paid to have that content created in the game so that they could back promote it on their product, which means I'm going to give you $100,000 to design some things in game. People can only get them if they buy my shit, so you can help me sell my shit. Like, it's a two-way street. And there's a lot of different ways, you know, to approach that experimental mentality. Or 3, you can just assume that they know the best and that they are geniuses and then they never make mistakes. And that is the other extreme. So you have the pessimist and then you have the fanboy. And I think that the best way to look at everything is to, you know, it's okay to be critical. It's okay to be concerned, but try and keep the tone of your conversation about whatever it is reasonable. There's no reason to fly off the handle and start screaming at each other because one person is fanboying and the other person is being a pessimistic shithead. And both of those things are really, really terrible because you're not thinking, you're just reacting. So in this, as I try to in all other things, I recommend thinking about it a little bit longer. Think past your initial emotional reaction and try and understand why this is happening. Whether you like it or you don't, understanding why will help you have a decent conversation about it. Personally, do I have concerns? Not really. If they're following all the models for all of the outside of the world stuff that they had before, I don't think that Bungie's going to set themselves up for a situation where you're buying raid loot on a can, which is what I see out there. I'm just going to buy this and I'm going to be at the fucking, who needs anything? Like, that's probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. You know, and at the same time, you know, blatantly defending, you know, everything and saying, no, it's perfect, it's going to be great, it's all going to be fine, let's all get along. Like, that's silly too. Like, it's okay to have a discussion. So these are my thoughts. Please take this video that is so professional and share it with all of your friends. Maybe you got some friends that are overreacting or underreacting and you don't know what they're doing, but share. Sharing leads to conversation. Conversation leads to better understanding for everyone. Thanks for watching today, guys. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Don't forget that I fucking love each and every one of you, and I love doing this kind of stuff. So share it with some friends. Share it with your buddies. Follow me on all the socials down below and do all that stuff, man, because I appreciate you and you're great. I hope you're having a great day. If you're not having a great day, I'll believe in you. Get out there. Make your day great. I love you, and I will catch you guys later. Peace, peace, and peace, and also goodbye. You're the best!